What do you want? You want to see? What skill do you want to learn the most?
But when you say you're doing for Albert question, you're on like technos and stuff, is it what you was training differently together? Was it like mixing stuff together and that sort of thing as well?
Yeah, I was actually on this side, yeah, then.
Yeah.
Well, I was in so much as honest. Yeah, so yeah. Plus, I have another understanding about something. Yeah, you're trying to teach what you'll take in.
So then is like say like a punch and stuff like when you say technique, because I've only ever trained with Leroy and that's it, one punch. Yeah. So is it what would you doing for it in terms of a technique for a punch against a punch, for example?
Well, there's two different ones Leroy's and that, so yeah, just as I got you. Be there, run those comes and all the come to the start. So you soon don't miss the other guy. And then we could take on down and yeah. I think we all soon know where we take them down and under the white will fit us and like that. Right. Yeah. But I like the idea of where so the pun comes at the gunko on side, it knows all this. Yeah, and then there's nice life. Yeah.
So the scores happen a bit better, doesn't it? Instead of going,
So I'm more going to say, I mean, one of the biggest things is to, and there's more. So get that always through technique, and then halfway through, you might have 3 or 4 different options where you just finish the technique every time. You're only finishing the technique every time. Doing is like you're breaking the technique up in a second.
We do them different ones. So like, yeah. We use that country in like half a dozen different techniques. Yeah, on that one. Yeah. But there's so much more in between that.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, enough. Yeah. Well, it's those guys to play with the scene really. When you're a technique and you're practicing, as it so say it's a wrist lock and you're doing this and you're taking it down and through then you've got to do the steps.
Yeah.
So if something happens in between the steps, your brain is to go back to adding those steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I saw me with the technique. He said, when you play, we'll never get a technique on. You get to there, you put that on me, right? And I do this, I'll come down and got your neck.
Yeah.
So what you do to my demi go, but I know kilo and you go do it again. This time I've definitely got you. Mine apples. Shannon, you're not stopping his arm from my phone. Now what I'm doing is, when you barely, right? So yeah, no, he doesn't have which. I'm stopping everything with him.
Yeah. So I'm locked in me.
And now I do all right, that fire, so if you could shoot me, I've much rather here. So in the process of doing one, I'll do both. He's just giving me an hand. I've got to do the hand up now.
Yeah.
Start to slow and walk away. That was a fight. After the dad. He made a nice thrust to there. And if you just missed, maybe cut me button off my jacket. Fa! You just lost your toes. Now, you know that most people, you can't miss. Right, there's that. Mum. And missed it off. Because you're the target there. There's the target. Well, now it's off. And it's inside of a more, not a leaf, not a joke, nothing fast. So he's going to do that and go, oh, look, me. It's distracted. It's like, no, major commitment. I want to too. You get that? There's that little something about having no technique. You've held both hands. If you know you can do that, it's not. And see what? And he can't even go with that one. You go, toss the camera.
Blocking with the shoulder here.
Because you're touching a couple of them. That's what you're doing. That's the big thing that people don't get. And also, you look at that. Be enough frozen in the You see what I mean?
Yeah.
No fright, you can't see nothing. And it's like, come on, man. See, will you watch? And that comes to his neck because it would go on down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was like, his neck's a bit far away from me. What's much better is I want to be closer into him. So I'll do for it. I've got his knee. You see what you're looking for? So you're always just scanning because at the moment, your eyes are doing that. You run through a forest like that, and you won't run into a tree. Because you're going all this information come in. Your foot's going down on that slip, but you won't fall because you're running. So you did all that happens. And then you go up. When you find yes.
Mastering survival, harnessing internal strength against any threat.
With gym, I don't, when you exercise, when you reps, I don't press it, so I don't cheat out. I do nothing. But this movement inside you, you've got it. That's always on the end of it. Yeah. So you've got to be relaxed, because if you're not in that phase, it's gone. So you got to train and be in that, you know, like, oh, I might get it. The gangers are failing, stupid. So, but what Chris has done there, so he grabbed me, and I took a good aggressive grab. But what he's done is, if I move forward, he can't name me. He's left it all lifted. Because he doesn't know that again, off like that. So I can go to this, though. And he's formed it. Give me exact football on his toe, look, he can't go backwards. Yeah, him didn't. So you're always in this. I never extended yourself so they bought the bounce with the simple stance. I'd rather take 2 steps to come for you. And well, you got the favour. Yeah. You let me your face, and they still didn't get away because I flew got your thumb badge in your hands. You get it? Yeah, it's stupid. It's the darkness that nobody does. It's mostly you put the fist up and you go, you're in it. Watching this way, what I'm this time like this, I'm with the trump because I want to get in. Because I've got the mentality and get the kitten. If you haven't got that in your face, you wouldn't go for it, would you? Wouldn't think, no, if a person goes past me, say, this comes. What's playing is. And then unless the block is finished, it won't knock now. Together, so it's not me for the deal for the boxing league. It's more survival. It's about finishing something proper thumbs in a second. So he's grabbed you, and he's big and he's strong. Landon is strong. I mean, he hasn't let go. You understand that kind of mentality?
Yeah, thin and vulnerable spot and then vulnerable spots.
Absolutely. Well, not being afraid of this. I mean, I'm walking first in my life, and I'm walking to the phone grabbing on the throat. Oh, you're not afraid of popping now. Someone will lift it up. Oh. But what they don't realise is you can even stop me breathing. You don't know that's someone started you don't know what's there. Yeah. So you're clever, you see, if you and do if you do, I go exactly. And no, this isn't there. And now that they've go, but you can't let go. You can't leave go. So I can go, I use them I want to get it by changing shapes. Yeah. Each one's making a person fold into what that's how this guy is folding someone in on the floor. Whereas if we tried push someone on the floor, they're not going to go. So you don't. He's a breaks to he's something like a blade in the cable gives something actually will. And so you're using look at the path, so when I come from there, I've stroked the back of his leg. I'm not going to try and throw. I'm just going to take all the sensation from the nerve and the time where he's just bright and go, now you don't know where you are, so he's there. And again, that's doing that sort of thing. From there, you wouldn't think you could use any force behind an attack. It's supposed to want to come back here, the punch. But that's where it comes from. That's where it comes from. Understand? It's like nothing can become what it is. And that's above as well. I'm on now. Right. So now if you're in, tell me what you need.
Master survival. Unleash the power within. Start now.
It's so small and anything. Yeah, so when we're doing stuff, you know, like when he's taking your wrist, everybody taking a wrist and taking under the floor. Well, you would only use parks as only everything, so it's like little bits of everything, and then you bring, but say what opens up.
Yeah. Say a full tax even if you'd have there, this is the full thing. You've the lower there. You take the wrist, you do that, and then you mind it. Right? He's not in the hand. If all that and disable him, he's going to move with hand. So when someone grabs me, it's like, you're going to do that. So if all this time saying, no, well, I'm going to do wrist. So my interpretation of that is just called the hanger. So your break technique. Someone does that. I know that you do that. But the first one is place up the way. Yeah. Probably change my lane. I've grabbed it this way. So I can't do the goal to me. So I'll just take him further down. Now we can get as much strength out that arm as he wants. Right? And once I've got that out, and then he twinges nose to me. So I don't hit anything. I don't aim for anything. It has to come to me. Whatever comes to me, comes to me. He's left his arm there. Boom. Hidden it. I'm on his feet. I don't lose a leg. He has to fall. Do you understand the dance a minute? Yeah. It's making them so they can't stay up. And they can't use any strength. So he comes again with a grand stain. He's all strong. No, he's not strong. Vic, you get there?
Yeah.
Or if he's there, and I go, jump on the top. He's not strong. So you don't understand where they're contacting him, but the body moving before us. Watch what happens. Just do I move? And then he starts to collapse. So it was after me contact. You said him?
Yeah.
No. That shade. He's in his clothes. You get? So we developed under a land. That kind of. And the other thing about it is what we started with, there's his straight line. So he's pretty intent. That's what he wants to hit. Well, I don't dance about. I don't put my hands up. And you go, that's dangerous. Isn't it? I go, watch. I'm going to be where the fun starts. And then do that. So push. It should be really push into. You're right, we're attracted to those that lend there. And that for a look on us. And now we're going to go, boom. It's all I need. No fence. All over league. And that down there, keep that on. I could complete it. And people lead all sorts of things on. You know, even with a punch when you got the fist, it's like, well, there's the fist. But after the colours of his arm, they've had curiosity, this technique, which I think it's called all the one of Kadaki or something like that. Somewhere. But that's laying. So you get that, say, from, if you get that from there. So I've got to be careful, man. You come from me, so I'm getting on to it. They can't put me like that. Now it doesn't feel like I've got to move to get it on to get me. So it doesn't happen. So that's what I was on about earlier. Only half a technique ever goes on. So if I'm going for the only Gadaki, he has to move right, his arms to bend, and all this turn nicely, do that. Again to there, he starts to keep punching. I've got him knocked down before good arm with a sort of punch. So I've changed hands totally, punched him with his other arm. Because I'm prepared to go at home. And what a big thing people don't do is they don't need blow. Once in back, yeah. So he goes, back, got you. I go, oh, I'm really frightened. You can do that. I've got a storm going up. I know where the rest of them is. It's different. You've had got the so. Yeah, but I was watching the floor. Do you get that? So he felt you that arm and hand to F a strong grip. So if he's grabbed you there, he's going to punch you that, isn't he? Or he might want to come in and kick you. So if I move in, that's not going to happen. We took his arm over there. Or I can just take the whole thing off him. And he's looking at me. That's the kind of function one. Nothing. So it's. And then he just goes that much further. Not any more than that. No point in your hand. Just that much further. Couldn't laugh. And of course, then the speed of it. I let the sucker on yours because he was moving forward. That's the time. I don't want to hit everyone. Return. If you want to, I can hit your nose. You get me? So in there's a mixed bag of some of the stuff.